Hey, it's me. It's this guy. So Oblivion remake is happening, like officially, like it's actually a thing now. Which was kind of shocking to hear about. I heard about this like 2 days ago, when the leak started coming out, and I wanted to talk about it today, and then some more information came out about it, and it's kind of hype. Not gonna lie. So for those of you that have been living on a rock, Oblivion's, Elder Scrolls 4, it's the game before Skyrim. And to be honest, I haven't played that much Oblivion. I've played a lot of Skyrim. I played a little bit of Oblivion, but I never finished it. I thought it was good. I thought it was fun. I thought it was well made. I just couldn't get into it enough to go all the way through with it. And I've always wanted an Oblivion remake because I just found some of the older components of the game to be frustrating to work with. And now we apparently have a remaster coming very, very soon. So, again, take all this information with a grain of salt. This is all leaks and rumors and whatnot, but it's looking very, very credible. So here we have an article from 13 hours ago. It's basically just release date estimate and leaks. So first off, this right here, this is very new. This got announced earlier today, I believe. So it states here, Oblivion Remaster is rumored to be launched before the end of April. It could land as early as Monday, April 21st, 2025. The leak that confirmed the game's existence comes from the Virtuos website, the developers of the remaster. That's insane. That's in a week. That's next Monday. If it releases next Monday and there's no trailer, I will be shocked. I feel like a trailer is gonna come at least this weekend. Like at least this weekend, it has to. If this is true, there's no way they don't announce it somewhere, right? So, according to Eurogamer down here, Oblivion Remaster is scheduled to be shadow dropped next week, launching on PC, Xbox, and PlayStation. I don't know if I believe that they will be shadow dropping a game like this, because that would be a wild thing to shadow drop. Just one day you wake up, you look at Steam, and you just see Oblivion Remake. You're like, what the fuck? Where did this come from? This feels like it's way too big of a launch to just be dropped without any word. But then again, this is Bethesda. Bethesda's kind of an enigma of a company, so we never know. It's as expected. It's probably gonna be like $70. Not surprising there. Let's see. Yes, the screenshots. Screenshots are beautiful, but we're gonna get to that in a sec. Judging by leaked images, we assume that it's going to be Unreal Engine 5, which is amazing. And from the screenshots up here, I don't have any doubt that it's going to look just fantastic. And this one, this thing, this right here, this caught me. This caught my eye really well. According to MP1ST, we'll look at that in a sec. Oblivion Remaster does feature some tweaks to bring aspects of the 2006 smash hit up to modern standards. This includes changes to the HUD to make certain elements clearer for new players, adjustments to the stamina system to make it less punishing, and most importantly, tweaks to the combat that are inspired by Souls-like games. That's pretty cool. That's a big deal to me. I myself may Souls-like enjoyer. I hate words. I myself am a Souls-like enjoyer. So if this comes true, I will be incredibly hyped. And then, of course, DLC. Leaked screenshots showcase areas from Oblivion's DLC. So it's obviously going to include the DLCs like Shivering Isles and, Knights of the Nine, whatever. That's about it for this article. And of course, we're getting the armor sets and everything else included for the deluxe edition, whatnot. it is also pretty much confirmed there's going to be a deluxe edition, which I think is hilarious. um, so this right here, these are the screenshots, and they look gorgeous. So we have some side by sides. These are the alleged screenshots that came out a couple days ago. So we got the original areas, 2006. We got just outside of the prison at the start of the game. And then I have no idea where this is. And we've got a complete overhaul, graphic overhaul. I would not be surprised if they kind of just tore down the graphic coding, or however you make graphics, if they just tore it down and just built it back up from the ground, because this looks beautiful. I really hope that this is true, because I would love to see something this gorgeous. And then we got this. This looks awesome. This is badass. I love how this looks, and this looks like it's gonna be the basic title, or I guess it would be called title art, but it's cover art for the game. It really just does look like a night and day with the original, and then we just, embers. I don't know why this image is so dark, but I mean, it still looks good. And then we have that and this, and oh my god, Nicolas Cage, and that. And then we got the Skyrim logo. I don't know why that's there. I haven't played the game that much, but still looks really good. And then we got the Oblivion gate. Holy shit, this looks awesome. That looks so demonic and like otherworldly. I love how that looks. Then we got Cyrodiil and all the other shit. And then this here is where we get the deluxe edition cover art confirmation stuff. And I looked into it, and we do in fact have a deluxe edition. And if we look closer, we are in fact getting horse armor, people. It's happening. Horse armor is confirmed, baby. Which is pretty hype. I can't wait to spend $80 for horse armor. And oh yeah, so this is MP1ST. So this is where they provide like the information on the gameplay, specifically the Souls-like stuff that I was mentioning earlier. And by the way, if you're curious where this this information is coming from, it states here, reliable leaker Nate the Hate mentioned again this month in his latest podcasting that it's set to be released in June of this year, which I find interesting considering the April 21st wording that was used, which we'll look into that more because that's interesting. But right now, let's look at this. So a description of the project provided on the site confirms that the title is being developed in UE5, fully remade, hinting at significant changes in this reimagining compared to the original game. Brief descriptions of 6 gameplay systems that will be reworked are also provided. Stamina, sneak, blocking, archery, hit reaction, and HUD. I am kind of hyped for how this blocking's going to work, and I'll show you why. For the blocking system, ideas to improve it were taken from Souls-like and ACT games. ACT is short for action game. The original system was considered too boring and frustrating. The sneak icons are now highlighted in the improved sneak system, and the damage calculation methods were reworked. The stamina system was modified to be less frustrating for the player, making the knockdown that occurs when stamina is depleted more difficult to activate through changes in calculation methods. The HUD was changed to make it easier to understand and more aesthetically appealing to young players. Hit reactions were also added to improve the response to damage inflicted on the player and NPCs. Finally, archery was improved to make it more playable and modern in both third and first person viewpoints. Really cool stuff so far. I'm really liking what I'm seeing here. This is another really big thing that has words that have sold me on this idea. These pieces of information dispel any doubt that this is merely a port to another graphic engine like Grove Steel Games did with the definitive edition of the old Grand Theft Auto trilogy. Instead, god damn it, Instead, it will be a full-fledged remake that reworks everything seen in the original title. These doubts make sense if we recall an old list of Microsoft versus FTC documents from 2022, which listed an Oblivion remaster that we assume eventually transformed into the remake. Now, what I'm really, 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 really hoping with this statement is that, if all of this is true, what I'm hoping is that the Oblivion remake, is similar to what Bluepoint did with Demon's Souls, because the Demon's Souls remake, to this day, I think is the best remake, remaster, redo of any original older title ever. I've never seen a game so well put together. It stands on its own. Just, what am I trying to say? It stands really well on its own. If it was not associated with Demon's Souls at all, and it was just its own game, and it kept everything in it, graphically and mechanically and gameplay wise, it would be genuinely a contender for one of like my favorite games ever. And making it Demon's Souls is even better. It's genuinely just amazing how it works, and so I'm really hoping we get the same treatment with something like this. I mean, Oblivion's, everyone's been asking for Oblivion for a while, but Bethesda just relaunched Skyrim on the fridge for like the 30,000th time. So the fact that this is actually kind of happening and is looking very credible to actually be happening is really hype. And the last thing I wanted to show was this. Xbox support accidentally reveals Oblivion's remaster release date. This happened today, I believe. So Twitter user Sir Raven, when he reached out to Xbox customer support to ask some questions about the Oblivion remaster, he asked, would it be playable via cloud? And the support agent had some interesting things to say, so let's go to the Twitter thread here. So, you can see it's Xbox support. He says, hi, I was wondering if the Elder Scrolls Oblivion Remaster will be available to play on cloud gaming. They respond, thank you for your reply, Raven. Yes, the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered will be available for cloud gaming. It is set to be released on Xbox Series X/S, Xbox One. Additionally, it will be accessible through Xbox Game Pass, which supports cloud gaming, allowing you to play it anywhere with a compatible device and internet connection. For more details, please check this link. Next image here. When will this? He says, or her Sir Raven person says, when will this game be available to play on cloud? Earlier I was told that the Oblivion Scrolls 4 The Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered would be available for cloud gaming. Agent replies, the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion Remastered is set to release on April 21st, 2025. It is confirmed to be a day one launch title on Xbox Game Pass, which strongly suggests that it will be available for cloud gaming through Xbox Cloud Gaming. Now, you could say, oh, well, there could be like, AI, just a stupid bot. But then we go here. That's the interesting part. Hello, Sir Raven. Thank you for contacting Microsoft, and we are really sorry for the delayed reply. This is a live agent. Your case has been forwarded to us. Your case has been forwarded to us for further investigation. Could you please elaborate more about the issue you are encountering in order for us to assist you accordingly? And then he asks the same question, and that's what kicks it off. So, it could be a bot just like, bullshitting us, but this seems really reliable. I'm shocked that they actually made that announcement in an Xbox support chat, but I'm not gonna complain. We'll see very, very shortly whether or not this turns out to be real, and if it is real, that's awesome. That's so cool. So Yeah, that's really all I wanted to talk about. I saw these yesterday, and I thought it would be cool to look into it. And now that we got some more information, it's looking even better. So, um, yeah, that's about the gist of it. Yeah, you get out of here. Get